Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Soul Food Sundays. My name is Keita. Thank you for joining me. If it's your first time, welcome into this space as we are about to tap in with the Most High to see what is the best message for the highest good of the collective. Before we get into the message that is yet to come forth, I just wanted to first off just say thank you to you guys for who have been rocking with me, who have just decided to tap in with me. Thank you for your support. And secondly, I want to tell y'all to hold on. It's been so much going on. I for one intentionally do not watch the news, but I know that energetically we've been all over the place. We've been high, we've been low, we've been in, and we have been out, and it's like we're in a damn training ground and we are being prepared for something. So as you all who have been checking in up to this point know, we've been talking about the need for shadow work, the importance of shadow work, what we're needing to do when we do our shadow work. And I wanted to continue with that by placing emphasis on the fact that our shadow work lays the foundation for our light work. Shadow work is what allows us to build the knowledge, the courage, the wisdom, the resources, the connections that allow us to step out and boldly do shadow work, and do light work. And so it's so important that we understand just what light work is and what about us makes us a light work, where we're being led as light workers. And if you are watching this, 9 times out of 10, you've heard the call. If light work is your calling, that is what led you to this message in the first place. And so that is what we're going to explore this Sunday. And I have 3 and a potential 4 decks sitting out here. There may even be a 5th. I've been seeing 555 like crazy, but we'll see first of all how we do on time, and if my technology will be in alignment with what it is that I have in mind, and if it's God's will, if my intuition leads me to pull from 5 decks, then that's exactly what it'll be. But we're gonna start with 3, and those 3 are the Light Workers Oracle, the Work Your Light Oracle, and the Secret Language of Light Oracle. So we've been doing shadow work, we've been talking about shadow work, but we're gonna put a little more emphasis on the light work. And before we do that, we are going to go to God in prayer. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors and spirit guides, we call the whole team of light into this space, not just this physical structure, but this space and time and energy, dear God, reaching all over the world and throughout galaxies, that the message, the best message for our highest good goes forth at this time. We thank you for your love and light. We thank you for this opportunity to connect with you and to connect with one another. And we just ask that you continue to assist us along our journey of shadow and light work, dear God. Amen. So let's see. Some cards came out while I was shuffling the light worker oracle deck, and I'm curious to see if it'll come back out again. But I'm just gonna pull from the top since I've already shuffled all of the decks for the sake of time and to make sure that we get one card from each deck. So this was the card that was at the bottom of the deck when the card popped out during the shuffle, the pre-shuffle, and it is the 9, the wisdom of the divine feminine, because we're needing to tap into our divine feminine energy no matter what our sexual orientation is, no matter what our gender is, no matter if we are dominantly walking around with, showing up in the world with masculine energy. We're needing to tap into the wisdom of the divine feminine energy of nurture and receptivity and intuitiveness to move throughout this era in time, because the divine feminine is rising. You know, we've been oppressed, We've been depressed. We've been thriving in toxic energy as a result of dominant toxic masculine energy. And so it is just time that we be more intentional about nurturing and cultivating the wisdom of the divine feminine energy in our life. And that card is represented by the number 9, because that cycle of toxic feminine energy, it's coming to an end. That cycle of toxic masculine energy is coming to an end. And you can see here, this lady looks like springtime. And spring is coming up for us, and that is what we're being prepared for. We're being prepared and being led to do this shadow work so that our light can shine brighter. The fruits of our labor can spring forth and blossom, so that we can exude our newfound beauty that was lying within us, that we had to do the shadow work to shine the light on. She's radiant. She's got stars and even some would even say golden light orbs. Y'all, we've been having them golden light orbs in every Soul Food Sunday reading for weeks now, because the ancestors are showing up and showing out. The angel guides, the spirit guides are showing up and showing out. The veil is thin, and they are showing up through synchronicities and miracles that are occurring or that are brewing in our lives. And we're needing to be have done our spring cleaning so that we can be better vessels to receive the messages that are coming forth for us, and not only receive them but be deliverers of that message. So let's see what the message of the 9 wisdom of the divine feminine card brings forth to us. And the reason why I have kind of a wild card 4th deck sitting over to the side that's a possible is because when I saw this wisdom of the divine feminine card come out in the earlier shuffle, I went and got my divine feminine oracle deck just in case it came out again. Look at God. It says divine feminine wisdom empowers you to grow into your vision. Then we talk about being a visionary. We talked about that shadow work leading you more and deepening you more into being a visionary and following the vision that has been planted within you, watering the seed that has been planted in you so that the vision goes forth. It says your dreams and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Perhaps you envision a very different life for yourself to what you are experiencing now. This wisdom reminds you that you can experience even the most extraordinary dreams as reality if you are willing to grow into what you desire, to become what you seek. Surrender any plans about how you can best manifest your dreams, and instead allow life to guide and nourish you through your experiences each day. The universe supports your divine destiny and is helping you become all you are meant to be. When the wisdom of the divine feminine reaches for you, the message is clear. You are in a process of becoming more of heaven on earth. Sometimes there are growing pains alongside the joy such growth brings. You may feel concerned, thinking your pain is an indication that you are failing in some way. You may judge your suffering as a sign that you are not operating at a high enough frequency. Yet, how many spiritual masters upon this planet have endured great suffering, as well as experiencing tremendous love and joy in the fulfillment of their divine destiny? Growing pains are just part of the feminine path of creation, of breaking through what has become too small for you. There is joy in the eventual freedom, but the act of breaking through can feel painful at times. I think it was maybe 2 Soul Food Sundays ago, had to be like Get Moving, where we were talking about the seed pushing through the soil because it needed more space. It needs more room for for the growth process that is taking place. And that's how it is with us sometimes. A lot of times when we are growing spiritually, even when we're growing physically, you can feel it in those the experience of it is sometimes painful, but it's part of the process and it's worth it. So definitely an encouraging word for you all to hold on as your very own personal spiritual spring is coming. When things are difficult or you are feeling doubt, when you feel the need to do something that scares you and challenges you at the depths of your being, you are experiencing growing pains. They will pass and you will benefit from the growth. However, you need to know that whilst this difficulty is in your life, the divine is very much with you, encouraging you, believing in you, so much that it will deliver a tough lesson. You can handle it for however long it needs to continue, and that won't be forever. This oracle also brings you a message about how much the divine feminine loves you and wants to help you grow with the least struggle and the most peace. If you don't listen to her, instead choosing to believe in fear, you may be terrified of your growing pains. You won't be sure if they will ever end. You may doubt your ability to turn adversity into triumph. You may lose faith instead of trusting that life has your best interests at heart and that you are capable of meeting any challenge that arises. Instead of trusting, you may believe the world isn't safe. This can keep you paralyzed in self-defeating, self-harming patterns. While these may give you a temporary familiar satisfaction, ultimately, these patterns mean you will continue to struggle and suffer under the weight of addiction or emotional pain. You deserve so much better than that. Let me repeat that. You deserve so much better than that. But guess what? If you quit, if you stop at this part of the process, get lazy, get complacent, don't continue to put forth the effort you're being led to take to push beyond seed form and taking root in the ground and above the soil into a beautiful garden, you'll never experience the fullness of who you were created to be. And you deserve so much better than not allowing yourself to do so. So it says the divine feminine speaks to you now and promises that if you are willing to show up to your life each day and trust in the circumstances before you, she will guide you into your most beautiful divine destiny. It is safe to trust her. She wants for you only the best and most beautiful life journey, one perfectly suited for all that you are and all that you can be. Your heart beats in perfect rhythm with the heart of love at the center of your universe. Trust your heart and trust life. All is progressing beautifully as you are guided ever deeper into your divine fulfillment. So for the individual that's out there, you're going through something, you're not quite comfortable with where you are, and you're like, God, where is the breakthrough? You are on the brink. We've been talking about the experience of being on the brink and what it is that you need to do while you're on the brink for weeks now. And this is reiterating that you're needing to go deep within, because that is the energy of the divine feminine. You hear and connect with the wisdom of the divine feminine when you go within, when you tap into your high priestess energy, when you tap into your empress energy. If you're not familiar with those energies, check out the episodes of entertainment that the Enlightened Daughter and I did on those energies, represented by the number 3 for the empress and the number 2 for the high priestess, because those are the eminence. Those two archetypes in the tarot's major arcana represent the ultimate, the pinnacle of divine feminine energy. So there's an invocation that comes with this card that I am going to put in the description box for you guys. But it says, I call upon the wisdom of the divine feminine, and I ask for the blessings of nurturing, development, evolution, and growth into the best and most beautiful divine destiny for me. Through her loving grace, I am guided, protected, and assisted to become all that I can be. With gratitude and trust in the flow of my life, I relax and take the journey. As I do so, I help to bring calm and consciousness to the world for the greater good. So be it. Y'all, we are being called to allow our intuition and our feminine energy to do the heavy lifting from this point going forward until we are notified differently. Let's see what the message of the Work Your Light or oracle cards have for us. But before we move toward that, I want to point out that this lady, she's got her nails done, honey. she ain't so down in the dumps that she's not caring for her outward appearance. She got a little makeup on, a little mascara on, look like she might have did her lashes, got the cat eye look going. And she's got her hand over her heart, because you're going to need to tap into your heart and make sure that you strengthen your heart chakra as you are moving forward and deepening into the wisdom of the divine feminine. So I'm going to move this beautiful goddess over to the side, and we're going to see what the message from the Working Light Oracle has to say to us, because we are pillars of light. I am amazed right now because this message came through in a recent personal reading for someone that I delivered, and this message speaks so highly of the message that was coming forth for her. So I hope that she's watching. But your vibration is rising as a result of the shadow work that you are doing. And if you haven't done it, you need to start doing it, because you got the cheat code. I'm telling you right now what's on the other side of doing that shadow work. You are amplifying your light work as a pillar of light. Your vibration is rising because you are the oracle. And as the oracle, you have a spiritual responsibility, not only to yourself, but to your community, to the collective, to shine bright like a candle. Isn't that what the message from last week's Soul Food Sunday was? From the shadows to the light. So I am going, this image is so beautiful. I am going to speak to the message that is in the commentary for you all. It says, you are heaven and earth in perfect expression. Again, that divine feminine energy keeping you or leading you into a space of being heaven on earth, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light, connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and the spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. That's those golden light orbs. As you can see, they're here also. They're present and accounted for. They ready. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all of the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart. Y'all, I can't talk for nothing today. Let me drink some water, because I got one more card to pull. Maybe two. And the way I'm fumbling and bumbling, honey. Oh, that's good. Good spring water. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all of the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart. Didn't we say she's holding her heart, because you're needing to tap into the messages within your heart. You're needing to clean out your heart with that Ho'oponopono meditation or mantra. You're needing to do the work on your heart chakra so that you can better make sure that you're able to connect with the portal of your heart, and that it is clean and clear. That is the purpose of that spring cleaning. If you have not already, check out the leftovers for last week's Soul Food Sundays, the shadow from the light. So it says, in every cell of your body, do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. So the affirmation here, which I'll include that in the description box also, is, I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. That is such a beautiful message, you guys, because it is ensuring us that answering our calling is the absolute best decision that we can make in this lifetime. And there are so many rewards in store for us as we do what is necessary for us to move throughout this journey. Trust me, I know that shadow work is not easy, but that is the point of the light worker. And so we are here to help and assist you through that process as you deepen into your responsibility as a light worker yourself. I like to say I am very much a light worker's light worker, and I understand the importance of the lighthouse getting maintenance. You know, a lighthouse stands tall, it does its job, it shows up for the job every day, ready, willing, and able to shine its light to those who need it. It stands there as the waves come crashing in, and lighthouses take a beating, y'all. But every now and then, the lighthouse needs maintenance also. So make sure that you are doing the maintenance on your spiritual, on yourself through your spiritual hygiene. Check out the latest episode of Co-Creating. I so enjoyed myself with Nurse D of Listening Hands. There are plenty of spiritual hygiene techniques and tactics that we talked about that you all can incorporate into your day-to-day or even on a weekly or monthly basis to make sure that your energy is clean and clear and that you keep your vibes high. And so the possible last card we're gonna pull is from the secret language of light. Expansion. There is expansion taking place. You are being stretched. You are being made more flexible because you are being created to have more room to receive the spiritual gifts, the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom that is coming in for you. Let me show you just the colors that are coming through here in these images. Such bright, vibrant, and the one thing that is showing through the most is that purple energy of the High Priestess of the third eye coming through strong, showing us that we're needing to tap into this energy so that we can strengthen our third eye and better see beyond the veil, to be in a more receptive energy. So for some of us, that's going to require some solitude. That's going to require some increased meditation, working with our crystals. I know for me, I'm being led to work more with my lapis lazuli, which I wear it every day, but I need to cleanse the energy of it and work with it even more. So with expansion, it says travel at your own speed of light. Are you keeping up with your life and all you want to create? Or are you holding yourself back with what ifs or buts? You limit your life through your beliefs. Everything you say and everything you do becomes true for you and is the platform on which you build your life. The playing field of life is unlimited and loving. You are an unlimited, loving, and wondrous part of creation. You are perfect right here, right now. One thing I can't stand to hear people say, and it's innocent, so to speak, but now that I have a different level of awareness, I can't stand to hear people talk about being destined for greatness. No, darling, you are great right here, right now, just as you are. And the more you tap into that, the more you deepen into that, the more you show up as that great individual, because it is the awareness that turns that light on. So this very much speaks to tapping into the greatness that already lies within you and realizing it was always there. You are different and therefore think differently to last week, last year, last decade, and yet you will always be you. What you are observing is your view. It's neither right nor wrong, but a way to become clearer about what you like and don't like, so you can choose what to focus upon. The events and experiences of your life will grow in meaning as your consciousness expands. Learn to focus and dance in time with the energy and speed of your desires, and they will arrive easily in surprising and satisfying ways. So we're being urged in meditation, again, like I said, we're being led to tap into that High Priestess energy and activate our Merkabah. The star tetrahedron at the center of this image is also known as a Merkabah or village of light. So this image that you see here, that's the Merkabah if you're not familiar with it, and it protects you as you move throughout different realms. It is made up of two tetrahedrons spinning in opposite directions One points upward and represents the masculine. One points downward and represents the feminine. It is symbolic of travel through space, time, or dimensions to your higher self and beyond. You can move all through the Akash, protected within the energy of the Merkaba. So it says, lie down and place the card between your eyebrows at your third eye. You're not able to do that, of course, if you don't have the card, so we're not going to move forward with that. But I will suggest that you all look for Merkaba meditation, guided meditations on YouTube. They also have frequencies that are helpful with doing encompassing yourself or encasing yourself in Merkaba energy as you move forward through different realms, time, space, and energies. So yeah, we are definitely gonna pull to clarify the wisdom of the Divine Feminine from the Divine Feminine Oracle, because I am wanting to know exactly which of these Divine Feminine goddesses energy we're needing to tap into at this particular time in our lives. So Spirit, please clarify the wisdom of the Divine Feminine at this time. And I'm shuffling 3 times with one more time to go. And let's see. Ariadne, the mistress of the Labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hold on, my people. Hold. I wish I had somebody to play the drums. My people. Do, 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 do. Hold on, my people. If y'all ain't heard that, I think that's from New America on Erykah Badu's album. And that's what's coming to mind for me. Y'all hold on, because the only way out is through. You can't cheat throughout this process with numbing and distractions and doing the surface level things that signify, oh, I'm spiritual, and yet not doing the internal work, because you ain't cheating. I'm not gonna say you're not cheating nobody but yourself. I was about to, but you're cheating those around you who could benefit from your healing. Because trust, when you heal yourself, when you allow your light to shine, you help those who are connected to you and around you and who are watching you as well. But you are ultimately cheating yourself. And you fall deeper and deeper out of alignment with the people around you who are doing their work. They gonna have stuff to do, honey. They ain't gonna have time to play with you. You either in the huddle or you out the huddle. So we're gonna get the message from Ariadne, if I'm pronouncing it right. And I don't think I've ever pulled her message, although I've had this deck for quite some time now. It says Ariadne is a symbol of the hope, the divine assistance, and the step-by-step process we can take to move through a difficult time or to confront an injustice in our life. She helps Theseus because he's daring to end a pattern of madness. He's willing to do whatever needs to be done to stop the injustice. She gives him the tools to create his desired outcome. He's successful because of her, and she assists him because he acts with courage. Her message is that our courage is always in some way rewarded. When we seek to end an unnecessary pattern or routine that is no longer serving us, even though we initially created it in the effort to keep us safe, it can feel as insurmountable as facing a horned part man, part beast that lives in a dark maze inside us. Pure terror. Yo, that is the whole point of shadow work, y'all, because you are going to tear down towers that you've built to keep yourself safe in your lower vibration when you didn't know any better. Now that you know better, that's painful to have to tear that down and even admit and acknowledge to yourself that you did this to yourself. But that is where forgiving yourself comes into play, and that is where the courage and the strength to tear it down and start over comes from. Because when you tear it down, you expose yourself even more and more to the light. The soul always wants our freedom. The divine is what liberates and not confines. It may feel like we can't find our way out of this situation, this maze, but we can. We can trust the soul knows the way through, and that spiritual support is a given. Ariadne, with our actions, Ariadne wants us to be brave so that she can fall in love with our actions. She's both a goddess and a human. She gets our fear, but she also knows just how much power we hold as people. So the intention here again is my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. I will put that affirmation in the description box as well. I personally know quite a few people who know good and goddamn well exactly what it is that is lying and lurking within the shadows, what the monster under their bed looks like, and they have not garnered the courage. They have either not garnered the courage to face that monster underneath the bed, coming to understand that the monster underneath the bed is a reflection of something within them, or they are just being too fucking lazy to do the work that they need to do and tap into the wisdom of the divine feminine to show up elevated in the world, like this pillar of light card, the image of this lady in this pillar of light card, or this lady here, abundant, fruitful, to step into the energy of Ariadne and move through the labyrinth. You can't stand still and stand in one spot and just continue to suffer, yo. You gotta find your way out of the maze. So with that being said, y'all, I am available to assist you throughout that process. If you're interested, book a reading or consultation with me through my website at turquoisemajesty.com. I also provide adornments for your creative and spiritual expression. There are tons of videos and content for absolutely free here on the channel, so check all of that out. It's been some really good stuff coming out as of late. If the title attracts you, by all means check it out. There may be a word there for you. But yeah, y'all, put in that work. You cannot be lazy along this journey. You can't be lazy and expect to reap the benefits of those who have put in the work. It absolutely just does not work like that. So I hope that this message found you well. If it did not find you well, I pray that it leaves you well. If you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Peace.